Deep in the heart of New England, a restless wind chills the air and sends leaves scattering. As daylight fades, the line between what is real and what is lore begins to blur. In the unfolding darkness, shadows begin to move. There's a sense that something, just out of sight, is watching. But there's no reason to be afraid. It's just your imagination. Or is it? In the distance, a lantern burns, leading you further into the night. It's an invitation to step into a world where myth and reality collide, and the supernatural is more real than you thought possible. Follow it if you dare, but remember, in New England, during spooky season, some lights lead to places you'll never return from. September gives way to October. And while there's so much to love about the fall, my favorite part is the inevitable arrival of spooky season. And to me, there's no better place to experience it than in New England. When it comes to the eerie and the unknown, I typically try to look the other way. But for whatever reason, when it comes to spooky season, I'm always ready to embrace my shadowy side. After all, there is a certain thrill about being spooked when it's done in good fun. While we're all distracted by Mother Nature's dazzling display, spooky season slowly creeps in. Darkness falls more easily, and by mid-afternoon, shadows begin to stretch and lengthen. And as the trees lose their leaves, the landscape begins to feel gloomy and unwelcoming. The sky is often heavy with dark clouds. Gray days with mists and rain lashing against the windows create the perfect Gothic atmosphere. Days like these are ripe for spooky adventures. And whether you're a bona fide scaredy cat or a true fear seeker, you don't have to look very hard in New England to find something spooky. As you pass over the bridge from reality to the supernatural, remember to keep an open mind and give your imagination some room to run free. With the October weather setting the mood, New England's unique landscape and architecture sets the scene. Stop by nearly any small town, and you'll find homes that have stood witness to centuries of history. Imagine the stories that live within their walls. Are they stories of happy families? Or are there dark secrets buried deep within them? Churches loom formidably over towns, silently bearing witness to all that has and will take place. And tucked beside many of them are old burial grounds. These quiet resting places are full of history, home to generations of families, and of course, full of legends of restless spirits. These old burial grounds can be found all over New England. Down country roads, tucked away in farmers' fields, and even deep within the forest. Cross the threshold and walk among the dead if you dare, but you never know what you might see. But it's not the atmosphere, the architecture, or even the creepy graveyards that make spooky season in New England great. It's the stories. They are everywhere, stitched throughout the landscape. You'll find them in towns, hidden in the walls of the homes that have stood for centuries. They're carved into the names of the gravestones of the burial grounds, eroding away from years of harsh weather. You'll even find them deep within the forests, where crumbling stone walls snake through the trees, and the forgotten foundations of old farms and settlements they long abandoned. Tales of dark hauntings, legends of ghostly specters who wander cemeteries after dark, and lore of strange lights flickering in the forests. As we don our witch hats and put out our jack-o'-lanterns, we bring these stories to life. There's a magic in telling stories and collectively sharing them together. It's a spine-tingling invitation to explore the shadows and believe in the supernatural. I always feel my imagination stirring, drawing inspiration from all the stories that live here. So as the nights grow longer and the whispers of the wind grow louder, are you ready to embrace spooky season? Because whether you are or not, it's already here.